If you're after a recipe for a quick, easy gingerbread muffin, then you're in the right spot. So my ingredients list is really simple. It is 2 cups of the Kodiak mix. You've got 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, 2 very ripe bananas. I have got some cinnamon, ginger, allspice, 1 egg. Now I'm going to add some molasses in this today. This is optional. You don't have to use this. You could use any kind of sweetener you like. And also I'm going to use a little bit of baking powder. Now as a sweetener you could use any kind of substitute sugar, applesauce. Also the bananas are a good sweetener. Now you can also use this. I'm not sure how many of you use this as a sweetener, but this is fantastic. Obviously this is a coffee syrup, sugar-free, and I definitely use this in my baking as well. It's really great. What I've done for the apple component is just simply chopped up an apple. It was a Granny Smith apple. I've put it on the stovetop with a little bit of this caramel coffee syrup and basically just baked it down until it's nice and soft, and that is going to be the topping for my cupcakes. So let's get into it and see what these turn out like. First things first, all you want to do is quickly mash up your banana. As you can see, I've just used a fork. Now the riper the banana the better, because you're going to get more sweetness. Now all you have to do is add your egg. Here I am actually going to add my molasses. Now I've got my little tablespoons. Aren't these just the cutest? So first off I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of molasses. Now from here we're just going to whack in all of our ingredients. So we've got the dry ingredients here. Just tip those in. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon at this stage, just 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. What I'll do at the end is I'll give it a quick taste test and see if my spices are right. But at this stage I'm just going to go with 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now these are personal preferences. You use as much or as little as you like. 1 teaspoon of ginger. Oops. That's my teaspoon's worth. And I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, because this clove is quite strong. 1/2 teaspoon. And then just 1/4 teaspoon of the baking powder. This is optional. I just want them to be extra light and fluffy. 1/4 teaspoon, that will do. Now I haven't added the milk yet, as you can see, because I just want to quickly just fold these in a little bit. I don't want to over wet the ingredients, so what we're going to do is just pour a little bit in at a time, and we'll just use what we need. You don't want it to be overly wet. To me this ingredient looks pretty good. I wouldn't want to use any more, and I would say I've used almost a cup, so I've got a 1/4 cup left, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a taste test to make sure my spices are okay. Now I'm just going to go with a smidge more ginger. And a little more cinnamon. Just a dash, not too much. And I think we're going to be okay. Be sure to give yours a little taste tester, because you might want more sugar in here than what I've got. The molasses has added a little bit of sugar, but it doesn't add a big hit of sugar. So if you wanted to give it a taste test and just adjust your sugar as you'd like, either, you know, you could probably use a little bit more of this, or you could add some granulated sugar or anything that you want to make it sweeter, golden syrup, maple syrup, anything like that. Now this is what I would use if I was using sugar. Okay, so if I was going to use a sweetener, I would use this Nativia natural sweetener. Now, if I can't use this, I would also use a granulated monk fruit. So any of those sweeteners are great. It's just up to your own preference. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my muffin tins. Okay, so all I'm gonna do now is scoop the mixture into the muffin tins. Cupcake cases. So now they're all in their cases, I'm just going to go ahead and scoop my apple on here. Now these apples took less than 5 minutes to make. They're so simple to do and really tasty, and I think they just make a nice little addition to the cupcakes. All you need to do is pop these in a preheated oven at 180 degrees or 360 for about 20 minutes or until they're nicely risen.